Welcome back. Continuing our special investigation, and Brian Stanton's charge of possessing an offensive weapon took 4 years to get to trial. But was he the victim of a criminal setup? That's what the jury had to decide.
11 pages of documents they refused to give to us. Now, I would suggest that SAPOL have got something to hide, and I wanted the truth to come out.
When it was his turn in the witness box, he spoke candidly about the criminals and police he wanted investigated and how he was set up by somebody.
I don't know for sure who put the gun in the car. All I know is I didn't put the gun in the car.
Then Brian's barrister, Claire O'Connor, summed up his case.
First thing about Cousins is, I think everyone would say he probably wasn't the Kareem of the police force. It's not just the good guys now in the dark blue uniforms and the bad guys are the ones that have been in and out of jail. People are complex. The world is complex.
Brian's credibility and that of the police witnesses was then in the hands of the jury.
Yes.
Congratulations, Brian.
Thank you, Paul.
How do you feel, mate?
Look, I just feel totally relieved. It's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder after half a decade.
I couldn't, in all conscience, see a jury going any other way.
All of those people, 12 of my peers in the community, agreed with what I was saying.
And according to Brian's lawyer, Steve Georgiadis, the prosecution failed to call 2 of their witnesses in this case, deciding that they were not credible. But why?
Those 2 persons were found to be in possession of items stolen from the same property from which the shotgun was stolen from. And this is prosecution witnesses. They pleaded guilty in the Christie's Beach Magistrates Court.
There's a tragic footnote to this story. Detective Elizabeth Mascaro, who first met with Brian and whose detailed notes were passed to her senior officer, was found dead at work in January this year. She had performed her duty well and played no further part in this drama. When we made inquiries into the circumstances of her death, we received a call from Major Crime telling us to lay off and move on. There are lots of questions here that SAPOL need to address.
The SAPOL have a lot to answer, and I tell you, the Commissioner needs to do something about this, because as I said, there are absolutely exceptional police officers in the police force, very honourable, and it's important not to tar those people with the same brush.
Paul Macon with that extraordinary story, and we have asked SAPOL if the Police Commissioner would appear on our program tomorrow night once he'd seen our story. So, of course, we do look forward to his response.